Hello again. Hey, I got a question. How many times have you heard me say that Europe is a snapshot into our future? Hmm? How many times have you heard me say that King Abdullah created the Manchurian Candidate? Why? Well, all you've got to do is look around and you'll see why. None of what's happening throughout the Middle East or throughout Europe would be happening if it wasn't for the chosen one. You think not? Well, you might want to sort of look around and think again. Just read an interesting article on WorldNet Daily. Violence, repression pushing Europe toward civil war. The unprecedented influx of Muslim migrants into Europe is fueling civil unrest, as well as government repression directed against the native population, say experts, who warn similar crackdowns on criticism of Islam could be coming to America. Well, we already know it's here. We heard the chosen one at his visit to the Baltimore Mosque. What did he say? He said we need to learn to love Islam. We've heard the Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, say that people that speak out against Islam might soon find themselves being prosecuted. In recent days, police in the Netherlands questioned and threatened to charge citizens who made internet posts protesting government plans to resettle migrants in their communities. Let me repeat that. In recent days, police in the Netherlands questioned and threatened to charge citizens who made internet posts protesting government plans to resettle migrants in their communities. In Calais, France, thousands of migrants have settled in a ramshackle settlement outside the city. Rather than moving them, the French government recently banned a demonstration by the Pegida group, which has called for resistance to Islam's growing control over European life and the expulsion of the migrants. You ever hear the expression, a day late and a dollar short? A similar march planned for Birmingham, England, has been condemned by both Labour and Conservative members of Parliament for the city. Facebook has also announced a European-wide campaign to eliminate the dissemination of xenophobia, hate speech, or calls of violence, including donating more than $1 million to anti-hate organizations. The German government of Angela Merkel is working with Facebook and other social media organizations to censor speech that criticizes migrants, especially after the mass sexual assaults by Muslims in Cologne and other German and European cities. Pamela Geller, a WorldNet Daily columnist and world-famous critic of radical Islam, called the decision by European governments to resort to censorship a desperate move of self-preservation. Quote, "They have enabled the destruction of their own countries by means of their immigration policies," she charged. "If they allow criticism of Islam, it will show the disastrous failure of their commitment to multiculturalism. They also hope that by appeasing Muslim demands, they will obviate the need for jihad, and there will be peace. But appeasement always fails." Folks, you want to read the rest of this article? If you don't think that it's coming here, what's going on there, you're sadly mistaken. You know, I've mentioned my German correspondent on occasion. Well, guess what? He was just thrown off of a site where he did not do anything to have been thrown off of that site. He just disagreed with the general attitude. They're not going to tolerate disobedience. I don't know what happened in Oregon. I don't think you know what happened in Oregon. I posted a number of videos on what appeared to be the assassination of Finicum. I posted videos that talked about UN mercenaries. I posted videos of a judge that wanted to have the military intervene. We're not far away from what's going on in Europe to go on right here. People like me will probably be dealt with in a harsh manner. They don't like controversy. They want Muslims to rule. Look at Canada. Look at their Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. Huh? Look what he's doing to his country. Is it any different than what Barack Hussein Obama is doing to this country? You know, I sort of nailed it when I said that he's the Manchurian candidate. I sort of nailed it when I said that King Abdullah created this Frankenstein. I sort of nailed it when I said that he's here to bring about the return of the Ottoman Empire. If you don't think Sharia law is going to dominate this country, you're sadly mistaken. They already have 2 Muslims in Congress. They have Muslims in countless cities in position of power. They breed like rabbits. That's why they have 5 wives. In a democracy, the numbers rule, and their numbers are growing at a frightening pace. They first come in peace. They don't assimilate. They don't integrate. They dominate. You think not? Well, you're entitled to your own opinion. You might not see Sharia law here if you're anywhere close to my age, but your children's children will be wearing those hijabs. The Jews, as they were being sent into cattle cars, couldn't imagine what waited for them at the end of that train ride. The United States knew, but they ignored it. The United States could have bombed the train tracks going into Auschwitz, going into countless concentration camps. They didn't. Not one of those train tracks was bombed. You might want to ask yourself, why?